So Judd, Trump, Noppon Saengkham will be the last match of the day on table 1, and the field, of course, tonight will be reduced to 8. We've already got 5 players into the quarterfinals of the Northern Ireland Open. Barry Hawkins among them. 4-0, of course, Jack Lazowski as well through tonight. Judd Trump, he's aiming to win his 3rd ranking event, not only in a row, but 3rd in 4 weeks. That would be completely unprecedented. This is the season he's had. Of course, he got to the final of the European Masters, but then in recent times, the winner of the English Open and then the Wuhan Open as well. So he's won his last 16 ranking event matches. He's already played today. He was a bit rusty. He looked a bit, maybe a bit jaded against Ian Burns. He's just looking to get through tonight. And if he's in the quarterfinals, he's got to be the favourite to win this tournament. But firstly, he's got to get past Thailand's Noppon Saengkham. Very likeable character. Let's hear what he has to say about this match with Judd Trump.
Noppon, good to see you. You're having a good, decent season. You're winning matches. You feel you're in the best form of your career?
Yeah, last 2 matches I played quite well and solid, heavy score, and yeah, good time to play with Judd at the moment.
And like you say, you're heavy scoring. You're known for making maximums. Are you going to go for one tonight?
Yeah, we'll try everything, try my best, everything.
And you've beat him once, Judd, but he's beat you a few times. Anything you're going to try to sort of break that?
Yeah, just try my best, my game today, and just do the right shot and not try something too much. So just, I hope I can win tonight.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Well, he's been in 3 ranking events, in fact 4, sorry, ranking event semi-finals, but yet to reach a final. And of course, if he's going to do that here, firstly, he's got to get past Judd Trump, the man of the moment for sure. As I say, he wasn't his best this afternoon, but sometimes you just got to find a way to get through, and that's what he did against Ian Burns.
It's tails, it's your choice.
They have played 6 times before. It's 5-1 to Trump on the head-to-head.
Have a good match. All the best. Have a good match.
So this is the last best of 7 he'll have to play here, Judd Trump. But of course he wants to be here tomorrow for the best of 9 quarter-final. The winner plays Steve Maguire or Joe Perry. Noppon Saengkham, 23rd in the world rankings. That's his highest ever position. And he sort of breezed through so far. In the 3 matches he's played, he's only actually lost 1 frame. He did beat Anthony McGill 4-0 this morning. So he's been a little bit below the radar, but he's been playing some good stuff. Judd Trump, of course, has been camped out here on table 1, as he should be, the winner of the last 2 tournaments. And of course, he's got a great record here in this tournament, hasn't he? He won the Northern Ireland Open 3 times between 2018 and 2020, beating Ronnie O'Sullivan in all 3 finals. But as we saw, Joe, with Sean Murphy, anyone can have an off day.
Yeah, and well, I think he needed a rest, so I suppose Judd Trump hopefully grabbed an hour or so shut out. There you go. It's a little bit of tattooing for you.
The ace in the pack. So I think it's clear who she's supporting.
A big shot this already. Wow. Taking them on early. Says he's feeling pretty confident. This was a very big shot early on in the game. Yes, Noppon has beaten him, but it was Trump who won the last encounter. Yeah, great shot. Great action on the cue ball as well. And that's not a bad kiss. Wow, great screw shot. So not only Trump can play it.
If you got ranking points for politeness, I think Noppon Saengkham will be world #1. He's such a nice guy, but obviously that all has to be put to one side out in the arena. Terrific player as well, and last couple of years he has been going deep. A couple of semi-finals he was in last season, though, he just didn't really perform. Mark Allen beat him heavily, firstly at the British Open.
6.
And then later in the season, again in the World Grand Prix semi-finals, both 6-1. But in that World Grand Prix, to get to the semis, how about this for a trio of scalps? Mark Selby, Ronnie O'Sullivan and Mark Williams. So it suggests he doesn't fear playing the top players.
Yeah, maybe he enjoys it. Brings the best out in him. Oh, very fortunate not to have opened the pack of reds, which is what he intended.
Noppon Saengkham, 6.
Very risky to take the long red on.
Yeah, it's, I think, all about his concentration tonight. But Judd Trump has got great experience, of course, and now he's on the winning run. He wants it to continue. You're never quite sure how long these runs will continue, but what an extraordinary few weeks it's been. Remember, he was 7-3 down to Zhang in the final in Brentwood. He was 5-2 down to John Higgins in the semi-finals. Found a way in both matches. And then flew out to Wuhan. Arrived the night before. He had to play 2 matches to catch up. And, well, it was just superb all week and fought through quite a tough final with Ali Carter.
Just a little fortunate there, because that red closest to the left corner could have easily been on. Didn't intend to kiss the blue. I just wonder if this red will go to the right corner, the one at the back of the pack there. He's got to avoid that red near the left side cushion. It's not an inviting table at the moment. That can all change though. Pink's tied up for the moment, but one good shot into the pack of reds. Yeah, he found a plant.
1.
Had a look at it. Had to go in. Look where the cue ball was.
Blue ball.
Blue is not easy. It's made more difficult by the yellow being where it is. Yeah, good shot. Had to put a lot of action into the cue ball there.
Well, this is impressive, and I think this is what you have to do against top players. You have to show them, you know, that you're going to take them on, that you fancy that you can beat them, rather than coming out in your shell and hesitant. He's one of those players. He's quite high on that list. I mean, Jack Lazowski's probably he will be top of it. He's just one, of course, best players around at the moment not to win a ranking event. I would say Noppon Saengkham would be quite high on that.
Well, we've seen his cue power,
12.
but he needs another good shot here. This needs good cue power. Yeah, nicely played. Just short of being the right side of the blue, but there is a red near the left corner. If he just drops it in dead weight.
Yeah, it's hard work at the moment, obviously, with the pink and black, not great. He also hasn't played on this table yet, so he's just working out the speed of it.
19.
No, he could decide to bring the pink into play here. You'd expect him to be on a red. Plenty of loose reds there.
There you go, Joe, you like a nice pair of shoes.
Yeah, they are nice, aren't they? Got to be careful who you kick with those kind of shoes on. Well, I think he attempted to hit the pink. Would have been a lot easier if he had it done. So
24.
Still got to concentrate on the blue. Yeah, could have done without the kiss, but it's still a nice angle, this, to be able to just drop the blue in, come down for that red to the left of the pink. Didn't quite hit it hard enough. He might finish up being snookered. Well, he is on the red he played for.
30.
I thought he would have just dropped it in and come down the left side of the table rather than screwing it in. The yellow wasn't in the way. .36 is a good lead though, the way the balls are situated. Oh, that's a beauty. Great shot with the rest. This break has been hard work. He's the wrong side of the blue again.
Yeah, quite a bit of shoe leather has actually gone into this break, hasn't it? With the big colours not available, so relying on the blue, but he's still going.
36.
Another good recovery. And now it comes to the stage where, does he want to bring the pink into play? I'm not so sure he does, you know, just pick these reds off. All about choice.
Two.
one day he'll get the right side of that blue. I think he might just have a slight angle. No.
The thing is, sometimes players will sort of aim to go, you know, the right side of high, but because they've got the bulk colours to go at. But that doesn't apply here. So that's made it more complicated, but he's still going. And if he can pot another red and a blue, Judd Trump will need a snooker. Another important rest shot here. Not to be. Good lead.
Yeah, he tried to make sure of that red, didn't he? He was on the blue, that's all he needed, as David said. I fancied him for that because he'd potted some more difficult ones than that one with the rest. Now, chance to bring the pink into play straight away here. Not forced to be on a red though, if he does.
Seven.
Just about got there. I could play the cannon to the red and the pink here off the cushion. Try to bring that red into play by the black.
12.
Well, he could bring the red and black into play here. He doesn't have to send the white ball all the way down the table just to bring the black into play. Just play the red to the cushion. Something like that.
12.
He needs that black in play. Yeah, that's very close. Good shot. Couldn't have got any closer.
Noppon Saengkham 4.
Just needs to try and hit higher up the cushion on the left-hand side. But he doesn't want to come the far side of the red, otherwise it's game over.
Alex Crișan is the referee.
It's only a fraction, but it makes a difference because he could cue it before And now, I think that's more or less right.
Exactly. He would know exactly where it was from where he was queuing.
Just a touch.
Yes, excellent. Not least because he didn't have that many points to play with.
Can he be tempted by the red to the corner? Just needs the red. I think it's worthwhile taking it on because he can't leave anything except the red he's playing. So close. And it's got half a chance of getting the cue ball in behind the green and brown. It's not far away.
Dave Gilbert is 2-0 up on Rory McLeod. The winner there plays Barry Hawkins. And Joe Perry and Steve Maguire still in their first frame. Well, Joe Perry actually has just taken that frame, so 1-0 to the gentleman. Finished off with 2 centuries back-to-back earlier on to beat Hussein Vafai.
Yeah, I think there might just be a little bit sticking out. Yep, there's confirmation. So he's got to hit this hard enough to bounce the red off the cushion and send it safe. Yeah, and well, it's a pretty good shot actually. He's covered the red over the right side of the table. Well, there's some good shots coming out here from both players.
Yeah, it's a sort of frame. If Saengkham doesn't win it, you slightly fear for him because he's been in control of it for a long time, or seemed to be. Well, that helps. Frame ball red, cue ball stays out, raise of the hand. Snooker's needed.
Green.
Made a nice break when he was in initially, 48, because he only really had the blue to work off. And guess if you're going to be playing the informed player, a little bit of luck will help also if it goes your way. Would have liked that in. It's 2 snookers required.
Noppon Saengkham 3.
Well, that's one of them. Not too difficult to hit, but we've seen the missed. Just got to remember about the free ball. Can't see him playing this at speed. I'll wait for it. Free ball, is it? I think it is, you know.
Centrum 4.
Is it? Is it?
Free ball.
Free ball. I said, remember about the free ball. That's the first thing that you should think of.
So Trump can win now.
Black ball.
Black counts as a red. Black to follow, so he can win this frame, and this is going to be a body blow if he can land it, to say the least.
1.
Well, he must be in bits at the moment.
Eight. Nine.
Well, he's chose the blue to open the red front. Yeah, wasn't forced to work out. I think the reason he's chose the blue is because if he'd have missed the red with the black, he would have been snookered. If he'd have missed the pink there with the white, at least he would have been able to play the red. But he's got, again, he's got half a chance of getting the cue ball in behind the green and brown here and bringing the black into play. Again, it's not far away, this. Yeah, well played. And the black's in play now.
Yeah, and already his focus looks good, you know, just seeing that shot and executing it. He already kind of looks a bit more with it than maybe he did this afternoon, when he did sort of struggle through, certainly not in top gear.
Oh, very
Miss.
unexpected him for him to miss that off one cushion. Not difficult to hit this at all. I can only assume he was trying to hit the red thin.
All right.
Well, this could be good. Oh, it's just run past and left an easy red for Trump.
Yeah, could have been good, but it's actually bad. And these are just the little rolls and the little, you know, bits of running that sometimes go your way, sometimes don't. But you feel the snooker gods are having their say. You know, he left the free ball. You're not going to get the flute snooker.
One.
Well, yellow would be okay, 2 yellows. Feeling that, the blue around the angles. Got to be careful of the in-off in the middle.
6.
Well, this is going to hurt Noppon if he should lose it. Although he didn't play that so well. May have to go all the way around the table here. Got to miss the pink and blue if that's what he's thinking. Didn't quite get deep enough into the cue ball.
11.
So Noppon lives again.
Yeah, quite a lengthy frame, but it already feels, even though it's only frame 1, like a big one. Just the way it's panned out.
Yeah, there's lots of things that he wants to play here. Trying to get in behind the black, but you've got to get that brown safe. He's played in behind the black, but the cue ball,
All.
that's a disaster.
Shotgun 11.
Caught it
Noppon
much
Saengkham
too
4.
thin.
Oh, amazing, you know, when he was on the yellow, he looked a certainty to win this frame, but just lost ideal position. And now this has happened. So Noppon Saengkham needs the brown. After all that, he must have thought the frame had gone. He left the free ball, left the last red to the right centre as well. Relief.
4. Saengkham 4.
Well, 24 in it, so if Trump could pop the blue, 1 to tie on the pink.
And the black, not in a bad spot actually.
Five.
And got a chance here of getting in behind the black.
Shotgun 5.
Pink goes in, and Noppon Saengkham will be very relieved. He made that good break earlier on, and then A couple of times he looked like he would lose the frame. Trump couldn't close it out. So the tie leads 1-0. So the first frame, 32.5 minutes, eventually went to Noppon Saengkham here against Judd Trump, who has been on this great run, but will it continue into the quarterfinals in Belfast? It's 1-1 now between Joe Perry and Stephen Maguire. Maguire's won the second frame there. Dave Gilbert still 2-0 up against Rory McLeod. Already into the quarterfinals, Ricky Walden will play Jack Lazowski. Chris Wakeling will play Yuan Si-jun. Barry Hawkins is also through. He plays either Gilbert or McLeod. The winner of this match plays Perry or Maguire.
Yeah, I think he's bounced just a little too far. I think this red will cut to the left corner. And in the last frame, I think the turning point really was when Trump had the yellow and finished the wrong side of the green. From there, he lost the frame.
1.
Well, that's okay. Blue to the right corner. Choice of reds. He'll want to get the black into play as soon as possible. It does go to both pockets. Just overrun his position. I'm not sure if he can get to the black from that.
6. Seven.
Again, I don't think he's straight enough on this red to get to the black. He may be able to get there off the cushion. He would have liked to have been able to get to the black and then play a little cannon to those two reds.
Thank you. 13.
So you could see the red by the pink spot would go to the left corner.
He certainly scored heavily this season, 34 centuries already. And to put that into context, only 8 players, himself included, made more than that the whole of last season. Now we're still in October.
20.
He's got there. Could have done with being just a little bit straighter. But he should be able to be on one of these two reds.
Yeah, he made 45 last season, so he's only 11 off that already.
27. 28.
Now, into the pack. Doesn't need to hit them hard, just develop them, stay on that loose red. Perfectly played.
35.
May have to go up for the blue, but he might be able to play for the black or pink. Needs to slow down. Just held up.
36.
He was worried. I like the way he played that shot. He gave
42.
himself choice of 3 reds there. He's taking this red to the right corner, but he had choice of others.
43.
And this is what he likes to do. Just work the table, nudge reds here and there.
50.
Everything's there for the taking now. This is all about concentration. Keep hold of that cue ball
51.
and take care. You've got to take care. Even though they're easy shots, you've got to take care.
The thing is, he's not looking for anything now. He's found it, hasn't he? You know, he went 19
58.
months without winning a ranking event. But suddenly, like London buses, 2 have come at once. So, you know, he's just in a good place. There's no question marks about his game.
59.
Still another couple of reds needed.
$64.
Well, the colour,
65.
Noppon needing snookers, but could do with another red. We've seen what happens with just a couple of snookers.
Yeah, apart from anything else, he can put another 20 minutes on the frame.
Well, I'm surprised he took the yellow there. If he takes the blue, Noppon needs snookers at the moment. He can tie
Yes,
now. Surprised at that shot. Yeah, so Noppon can still tie the frame.
Saengkham, 67.
Yeah, and bringing that red off the cushion means everything's available. He could go for this one and leave the cue ball on the black cushion. No way to get to the black.
Well, he did make a 40 break, actually, against Ian Burns this afternoon, so he's already improved on that, but he didn't kill the frame off. If he'd have potted the blue, he'd have been 70 in front with 67 on.
Can he see enough of this red to the right corner? That's the answer. No, you can't. Well, that was one way, and that's not too bad. The red, even if it passes the yellow, I don't think he can get to the black. Well, a little fortunate covering the red, if he has covered the red. I think he has. Well, he could have done with leaving the black where it was. Only goes to one pocket. This red to the right corner, no good to Noppon. Well, he can't see it anyway. No good potting it if he can't get to the black. So he wasn't too concerned about leaving that red on, Trump. All or nothing. Brilliant shot. Brilliant shot. And every chance of tying the frame here. What a shot this was. Digging down into the cue ball and controlling that cue ball. Coming round the two cushions perfectly. And where will the black go when he pots it? It could be tied up.
Eight.
It is, and that's very unfortunate. What a shot that was. He's got the angle there to try and develop the black, actually, but he's got to finish on it if he takes it on. Yep, he could play for it to the middle.
Nine.
Couldn't have landed any better, especially if he can give that red a little nudge next to it. Yeah, good shot, and he's moved the red. Wow. Every chance here.
Well, surely now Judd Trump must be thinking,
16.
why not just pop the blue? When he was 65 in front, he would have put him 70 in front with 67 on.
Well, you say the balls don't forgive you. Maybe they don't.
Remember, he can tie the frame. Blacks with the reds and the colours will be a respot.
Got to finish high on the black here to get to the last red.
25.
But not too high that you can't hold for the red. I think he can just about manage it. Not ideal. But if it goes in, he's on the black.
32.
Anxious moments these for Trump. Well,
Saengkham, 32.
this has got to be hit, but he's also got to think about where the cue ball's going to be if he misses it. He doesn't want to leave the red on. So it's not just a question of trying to hit the red. He's got to try and hit the red, but leave the white safe. I'm not sure if he can play in and out of balk, just come past the yellow. That would be an option for me. Well, he's given it plenty of thought, and it looks like he's going to try and leave that cue ball on the baulk cushion if he misses it. But he didn't miss it, and that's an important hit. Noppon now still needs the black to tie. Well, this shouldn't be too hard to hit. He's in charge of the safety battle at the moment, Noppon Saengkham. This looks good. Yeah, that's a very, very good shot. Every chance of the free ball here if he misses. Two cushion escape. Well, had to leave a free ball there if he missed it.
Free ball. Saengkham 4. Well ball.
So maybe the green will come to save Trump. It's not too difficult though, the green.
Well, he's in the position Trump was in the last frame. He got a free ball and had the chance to make the clearance. Didn't quite happen. He's looked pretty cool overall this evening.
6.
Well, maybe Trump's learned an important lesson tonight. He had a chance to leave his opponent needing snookers. A pot in the blue.
Seven.
So, big shot coming up. Needs to be on the yellow to get to the green. And that's okay. Doesn't want to be dead on the cushion with the green.
13.
Oh, that's gone as bad as it could.
15.
It's pretty straight on the green. Not sure exactly, but if it's not straight, he'd have to really thump it in. Doesn't want the kiss. Oh.
18.
He's got to pot this and coming in out of balk now. It's never easy, is it? Trump lives again. Although he has got away with the pot,
Noppon Saengkham,
Trump
18.
should be delighted. Chance of the snooker here.
Two very dramatic frames. First one was in the balance, this one is as well. Should have been Trump's a good while ago. Oh,
Foul.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Just the brown needed now.
Noppon on 4.
it's a bit like the start of the match with Sean Murphy and Chris Wakelin. It felt like they were sort of starting with a couple of deciders. Can Trump, after all that, knock the brown in? And we're back to snookers required. There's the answer.
Wait. No, he's okay.
4.
21 in front. One snooker needed, so it's not done yet, but there's a little bit of breathing space again.
Yeah, this time it's Noppon Saengkham who had the chance. Finished straight on the green. That makes things a little bit more difficult, pushing the black to the cushion, or near the cushion.
5.
Well, let me tell you, if he gets the white ball in behind the black, it's going to be some snooker. Well, not quite full ball snooker. Looks like it's swervable. Chance of the double.
Well, I said earlier that if you don't put the frame away, you can add 20 minutes to it, which is basically what happened here. But it's over now. After all that, Judd Trump did win it. Noppon Saengkham had his chance, went wrong on the brown, attempting the clearance. So an hour in, we're level at 1-1. It's 1-1 here, the last match of the day on table 1 in the last 16 of the Northern Ireland Open. Judd Trump has levelled up with Noppon Saengkham. It took a bit longer than maybe he wanted it to, but having said that, he could have lost the frame. Saengkham did get the chance after the free ball. Yeah, into the second hour, and we only had 2 frames.
Well, that certainly opened things up. Very nearly brought that red over the middle. In fact, it may be cuttable.
Now, this was the last frame. He's 65 in front at this point. The blue would have made it 70 with 67 on. Chose to take the yellow. Didn't get great on the next red, though, which he did miss. And then that started all the trouble.
Nervous energy, that's what that was. 20 minutes of it for Trump. Very close. His safety's been excellent this evening, Noppon's. Played the pot there, but also played the cue ball, just in case. Wonderful. He dug that one out beautifully. Deserved to be on something. Well, he might be on the green, actually. It's an easy snooker, but if he's got the angle on the green, no, just a snooker.
Set 1.
Keep your man under pressure.
Just quickly, Steve Maguire 2-1 over Joe Perry, so he's won the last 2. It's still 3-0 to Dave Gilbert against Rory McLeod. Of course, tomorrow we'll have intervals when we go to best of 9.
Ideally, the red behind the black spot, the one closest to the black cushion, would be the one for me. And I'd try in and out of balk. Trying it about 6 inches down from the middle pocket. And that looks, for me, the safest option. He's seen something different, though. And as long as he doesn't leave a red on, every option is the right one. Couldn't have played it any better. Excellent escape. Well, I say that, but he's left a red on, so I can't understand why he would play that red. I think that was just greedy. He was playing for the black. He could have played up for the yellow from there.
Ping ball. Set 1.
Does seem, just looking at the lineup we've already got, experience is starting to tell a little bit. We've got ranking event winners through: Ricky Walden, Chris Wakeley, Barry Hawkins. Whoever comes through between Perry and Maguire, they've won a tournament. Gilbert is 3-0 up, he's won a tournament. So as it stands, only Lazowski and Wan Si-jun, unless of course Noppon Saengkham can get through as well. Be looking for their first ranking title. Yeah, his safety's been very good tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Although there is a long red to the right corner here. If he can dodge the reds in taking it on, and well, don't think he can. So very risky to play it. He can play the safety from this red is addressing. Another very good safety from Trump. Tap on the table there from Saengkham. He's thinking of taking it on. It's very risky. It's a very thin cutback. very important to get that cue ball close to the cushion. Always difficult to catch these safety shots correctly. So easy to catch them thick or thin. If he catches it thick, there's a red waiting over the middle.
I think what's impressive is he's prepared to really dig in, Trump. You know, you think everything he's won lately, would he be absolutely 100%? But he is, because he wants more. He enjoyed those 2 seasons, obviously, when first he won 5 ranking titles, then 6. Pretty unprecedented stuff. And who knows, he could win even more this season. He's already got 2 on the mantelpiece.
Well, as you say, he's fighting. He really is fighting, because Saengkham's putting him in trouble. There's trouble here again. Got to catch this one right to avoid the pocket. Oh, and there's the mistake, and it's come from Trump. He's pushed the black a little safer. Well, I say that, but the black's out in the open. This is a really good chance now to Noppon. Nicely played, right in the middle. Played down for one of the balk colours.
1.
Just in case he missed it. And what a chance. He's fought hard for this chance. He forced the mistake from Trump.
Yeah, this is turning into a tough evening for Trump. But having put all the hard work into earning the chance, can he now take it? He made that 48 break in the first. It didn't sound much, but black and pink were out of commission. So it was a good break. Oh.
Well, would you believe it? One shot. Well, is it cuttable, this black? It could be. He's looking at it. Yeah, well played.
Well, Stephen Maguire has gone 3-1 up against Joe Perry. It seems like a long time since we've seen Stephen on our screens, but we may well be seeing him tomorrow against the winner of this match. He needs one more. And Dave Gilbert is very close to wrapping up a 4-0 win over Rory McLeod on table 3. He'll play Barry Hawkins if he does come through.
Very good with the rest.
I think these days you've got to be basically good in every area, haven't you? You know, you can't really afford any weaknesses because they'll be pounced on.
He really does seem up for this evening. Noppon Saengkham.
21.
Well, Gilbert looks like he is over the line next door. So he'll be playing the Hawk. You can hear the applause They call him the angry farmer, but he might be in a good mood come Sunday if he's holding the trophy.
$28. $29.
Yeah, not as straight as he wanted to be on the black. So got to put all his concentration into the pot. He's striking the ball well. Again, that was a delicate little screw shot to find the gap there, to leave himself nicely on these three reds to the right corner.
He won a very dramatic
37.
match to reach the Crucible, to say the least. 10-9 on the black against Yang Anda it was. That was to get through to the televised phase where Jack Lazowski beat him, but it was an extraordinary finish. Which suggests, you know, under pressure he's good. Although, of course, he was unable in the end to make that clearance in the second frame. But this is good so
42.
far. He's one of these players who he looks calm, you know, doesn't betray much while he's at the table. We don't know how he's feeling, but he has that air of serenity.
$48. $49.
So getting closer, black, and then another red and colour. We're at that stage again, but we've seen already tonight, you've got to nail these frames.
I like the way he plays that shot. He just played one a moment ago, very similar. And it's a delicate little shot. You've got to play it with a lot of bottom
57.
and slow.
Well, this is the ball that gets us to the snooker's required stage, but he wants another red to avoid what we've already seen tonight, which is a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, it all came from a poor safety from Judd Trump. And this was it. He was trying to catch the reds thin. Very nearly went in off. In fact, he would have preferred to have gone in off. And that makes absolutely
55.
sure.
Yeah, very good break this. Very sort of studiously compiled. Been focused on every shot.
And it's a nice time to get his biggest break of the evening.
$72.
Well, it can go either one of two ways, this. Trump can get inspired by Saengkham and go for his shots and try and win the frame at one visit.
73.
Tried to do that in the second frame when he made the 67 break and then failed to play the blue. Well, it's another wonderful positional shot that from Noppon.
77.
Couldn't have judged that any better.
$78.
A little nod of the head because he's just lost the cue ball. It He may have to go in and out of balk. Nice line.
$85.
Well, the break ends at 85. It was a fine break as well from Noppon Saengkham. He played good safety to force the opening, and then he made the most of the chance. So 2 close frames and then a one-sided one. Noppon Saengkham back in front here in Belfast at 2-1. So Judd Trump trailing 2-1 to Noppon Saengkham on table 2. The only other match left on in the last 16. Joe Perry is going to be 3-2 down there to Steve Maguire. He's on a big break in frame 5. So could be plenty more in that match yet. The winner will play either Trump or Saengkham. Judd Trump just keeping an eye on it. As we wait for Noppon Saengkham to return. I can tell you the first quarter-final tomorrow at 12 o'clock will be Ricky Walden against Jack Lazowski. And the rest of it will be slotted in. There's the century. That's what they're applauding from Perry.
Thank you. 24. Judd to come to break.
So Noppon Saengkham made a fine 85 to win the third frame and lead 2-1.
Excellent pot. And that's what he needs to do, Judd. He needs to get a good shot and knock in a big break. Because he knows his opponent is up for this game. Made a 67 break in the second frame, Trump. Should have been more.
9.
Should have killed it off. And it's little things like that that can upset you, because you know that you should have been playing the third game. And there you are fighting to win the game that you've made a big break in. Well, he's lost the cue ball a little there. Played for the red in the middle, I'm pretty sure of. He might finish up taking the red down the cushion if he can't get anywhere from this red. Yeah, the one down the cushion looks a little easier to me for a left-handed player. If he was straight on that red to the middle, yeah, take the red.
17.
I don't think he's chasing the maximum at this stage. This is all about trying to make a winning break. And it's just the wrong side of the black to play for the next red. He'd have to play it with deep screw and side on the cue ball. Got the side. And not too bad. Got choice of reds. None of them easy.
24.
It's a good recovery though.
25.
Running out of reds, so into the pack, and that has worked out very nicely. He deserves something there. He could have played for the loose red, but decided to go into the pack. An unorthodox way of doing it, but he managed it. Well, this is a real tester. If it's touching the cushion, it's relatively simple, but if it's just off the cushion, which it is, it's a little bit more difficult there. Nicely played. That was missable.
$37. 38.
Keeps leaving himself just off straight, whereas, you know, you could do with either low or high. Always more difficult when it's just off straight like this. See how hard he had to thump that to get the cue ball into a good spot.
45.
The thing is, though, he can't he? He can get that white pretty much anywhere. He's trying tonight to win his 17th
46.
match in a row in a ranking event across 3 tournaments.
Yeah, he's a different man, isn't he? He's really fought hard this evening with the safety, patience.
Well, I think that's the thing, Joe. In the previous 16 he's won, he won't have played brilliantly in all of them, but he's found ways to win. If his A game isn't there,
54.
He's got levels now, which he obviously didn't have when he was much younger. But that's what he's developed over the years, and that's why when he's feeling good, so difficult to beat.
Yeah, if you watch Ronnie O'Sullivan, I mean, he was just such a talented potter, but now he's an all-rounder. He's got everything, and Trump's getting that.
61.
If it's not already there.
Yeah, he just lost some confidence. You know, he was on a winning run, he got on a losing run, but he's back, well, as the best player in the world right now, quite obviously.
Looking at the plant, and, well, why not take the other red first and play the plant, if there's any doubt whatsoever. But it's worked out.
62.
So black and 1 more red required for a quick kill.
Well, he's had that cue ball on a piece of string during this break. Absolutely superb break.
70.
And they've been going 7 minutes. And this game's over with this black.
$77.
Can't beat the high break. Joe Perry on the other table has made a 1-4-5.
78.
Well, I don't think he'll carry on, but you never know. If that pink goes in, and it has, a terrific recovery shot. I don't think he'll come back now.
No, and Trump has the chance to add to
84.
his centuries tally, which stands at 34 already this season.
Yeah, he's going for that 100 plus again, isn't he?
Well, he could break the record, I think. You know, the way he's going, the record is 103. He made 102 in another season. Of course, Neil Robertson holds the record. A lot of snooker to come.
92.
Yeah, he loves breaking records, doesn't he, Trump? I'm sure he's going to break a lot more before he's
93.
through.
Well, this will be another one if the black goes in. This for his 35th century this season. We're still in October. You just wonder how many he can make, because he seems to be playing and winning a lot of matches.
100.
And this was
101.
a timely one, because Noppon Saengkham had been very impressive in that last frame, keeping Trump out with good safety, but Judd Trump stepped up here.
107.
Yeah, he got in with a great red to the middle, didn't he? A little flick on the black.
108.
Right-handed, left-handed.
And 15.
Absolutely amazing to watch.
$120.
Another switch to right-handed. Yeah. We'll be playing one-handed next. Good pot.
124.
Well, the cue ball in the end gave up there, jumped off the table. It was getting some serious abuse, I think. Terrific break from Judd Trump. 124 from the world number 3. He's level at 2-2. 2-2, Judd Trump with a swift, fluent 124 to level up. Remember, the head-to-head coming in was 5-1 to Trump. Noppon Saengkham's win was in a Home Nations event, the Welsh Open 2018 in Cardiff.
Well, the black tied up again. Players don't like to see the black tied up. Although I think Noppon will be pleased to see it there. Now, will he bring the black into play here? Or play off the reds and leave it there? Personally, I thought he would have brought the black into play, especially now he's got his eye in. But he probably feels if he gets in, he can work the black into play by himself. Well, this is what Noppon's been very good at this evening, playing the safety. This red is on to the left corner, but the cue ball will be going into the reds, and is it worth the risk? With no guarantee of being on a colour, but every chance of losing the frame if he misses it. He's given it plenty of thought. Yeah, I didn't think it was worth the risk myself. If there had been any kind of a path to get that cue ball out, but there wasn't, It was definitely going into the reds. Yeah, this is a new trump. Last couple of years, he's got stuck in with the safety. I've seen the time when he'd take that long red on. But he's showing patience. Doesn't really like playing this type of game, but sometimes you've just got no choice. Another good safety there from Saengkham. What a good kiss that was, because had it kissed the other one, which it was going to do, it would have left an easy chance for Noppon. As it is, he's still left a chance, but it's much more difficult. Caught that red much too thick. Good pot. Didn't try to get the right side of the blue. He played the cue ball there just in case he missed it, and it would have been safe. The only problem with that is it's going to be difficult to get to the next red from there. But he's done well. Took the risk on the in-off.
6.
I always think that this is the most important frame, except for the one where you need to win. But if you can get within one, you feel good.
Seven.
Now, will he bring that pink into play and open the reds up? He could even bring the black into play if he hits them hard enough. Couldn't have played it any better. Is he on one? He doesn't look like it at first glance.
12.
He gave this plenty. He actually tore his logo off playing this shot.
Well, he really attacked the reds there, didn't he? Deserves something. Caught the pink full in the face.
That's the frustration, having played such a positive shot, just having to accept the break's over.
Noppon Saengkham, 12.
But there was no woe is me there. We've seen a bit of that this week. He just did accept it. And back to the safety.
And played a good one.
The truth is, you don't deserve anything. You know, it's a game, and sometimes you get the good running, sometimes you get the bad. It's about how you deal with it.
Yeah, sometimes I say he deserved that, he deserved this, but you're right, you're right.
Well, you feel you deserve it, but, you know, you just have to accept if you don't get it, you don't get it.
And the great players do.
I think we saw a bit of that with Chris Wakelin earlier today. You know, things went against him, but you wouldn't have known it the way he completed victory over Sean Murphy.
Well, he's in charge of the safety again at the moment, Noppon Saengkham. Although there might just be an out here. Got to be careful of that red on the left side cushion though. He doesn't want to catch that. And now it's Noppon. That's in a bit of trouble. Excellent safety.
Just while he looks at this, Joe Perry, he made another century there. So he's had 3 today. And he came to Belfast, he only made 2 all season. But he's made 5 in the tournament. So something has clicked this week for Joe.
Well, to be honest, it's great to see Joe and Stephen Maguire both playing well again. And of course Ricky Walden as well. Good to see him back playing well.
Yeah, and Dave Gilbert I put in there. They're similar players,
Yeah.
aren't they? They've all won tournaments. They're all kind of around the same age. They've all come good at times. They've all sort of gone missing at times, but we all know how good they all are. And they're proving it here in Belfast.
Another very good safety from Judd Trump. And if you can't see that red nearest the black, then maybe in a bit of trouble here. Looks like he can though. Well, there is a path back to balk, but he's got to miss that red nearest the black spot. Brought the red down the table, but he's okay. Very risky to take that red on. This is that kind of a table where the first person that gets in has got every chance of winning the frame. Black and pink and blue available. Yeah, it was a good attempt. Is that red going to pull up? No, it's run safe. And that's what the idea of that shot was. Yes, he's played the pot, but the idea was to get that cue ball back to the balk area. Looking at the possible plant there. These are the risks, aren't they? But you've got to accept. If you go for them and miss them, you've got to accept the consequences. So it's Noppon who gets the first real good chance.
On.
Well, he had to sit out the last frame, but he hadn't done much wrong, to be fair. Trump got in with a great red, made a century. The previous frame, Noppon Saengkham could have made a century, but 85 was a frame winner. Of course, he's trying to follow in the footsteps of James Watanabe, who won 3 ranking titles. Tepchar and Nu won the shootout, which was a ranking event. He's a slightly more understated character than another of his compatriots. Deshawat Poomjang, great favourite of snooker fans, certainly at the shootout.
13.
Although he's not played yet this season. I'm not sure he's actually continuing on tour, which is a shame. Maybe he'll come over for the shootout in December.
You
know, they have this thing where you apologise for flukes. Well, in that tournament, he celebrated a fluke like he'd scored the winning goal in the World Cup final. It was against Si Jiahui, who, of course, did have his moment later at the World Championship, so he got over that. Of course, Thailand also has Mink Nutscher on tour, former women's world champion.
21.
Still got 2 or 3 easy reds. I can't remember him missing an easy ball this evening. Noppon.
Well, meanwhile, you can probably hear that the ball's being set up. It's gone 3-3 between Joe Perry and Stephen Maguire. So they've had a lot of battles, those two, and another one. But of course, it was 3-1 to Maguire. The winner will play the winner of this one.
Two.
I'm not so sure he wanted to play for the black, and I don't think he's got an option here.
33.
That's gone just about as bad as it could. I'm not sure if you can even cue this with the rest. We'll soon find out. Yeah, good shot.
41.
Where's the next red coming from? I have to play for that red down the cushion. Right side cushion. Oh, what a shot that was. What a shot. And the crowd really liked that one.
47.
Well, this was going for the winning line, wasn't it? He's the wrong side of the pink. Pink will put him 66 in front, 67 left on the table. Needs another red, but I don't think he can get to the two reds behind the black from there. He could try and play a cannon to that red above the middle pocket. You could try and drop it in dead weight and play the red down the cushion, like so. Well, there's a few shots that you can play. You could play for the double. Just this red needed. Now, how does he play it? Does he play it slow so it will go in? If he does and misses it, he leaves the red on.
Eight out of 10 with the rest tonight. This is the most important so far.
What a brave shot. You've got to say, he's really deserved this frame. The balls that he's knocked in, I wasn't sure whether that was going to drop or not. But he's knocked in some fantastic balls.
Well, all round, his performance has been excellent. His safety's been really good. And then when he earned the chance, after Trump took that plant on, speculative plant, this has been the result. And the pink in the middle surely means it's 3-2 to Noppon Saengkham. So Trump came out with a blistering century, but
61.
in his calm, considered but determined way, Noppon Saengkham has hit back.
Yeah, no going for him now, but doesn't really matter. He's done the business. Be nice to knock in another century. This time from Noppon.
69.
So Judd Trump has won his last 16 ranking event matches. Will it be Noppon Saengkham who will end that run? The way he's played this frame, every chance.
Well, he's played like a top 16 player, and he's not far away from the top 16 at 23.
77.
But he's played real hard, tough snooker, gone for his shots, been brave going for his shots. That pink to the middle and screwing back to hit the reds at that stage of the game spoke volumes. Nicely played. Deserves the century, doesn't he?
85.
Well, what a wonderful break it's been. And that shot really just typifying the snooker is played in this frame.
'86. 89.
And it would certainly, if he can win, and he's not won yet, but if he can win, it would throw this tournament wide open, wouldn't it? Because Trump was the favourite of the players remaining in, but everyone else, if he goes out, will be sensing a serious chance, including the man at the table now, who's looking
94.
to reach his first ranking final this weekend. If he carries on playing like this, he'll take some stopping. It's not just doing it, it's not just playing this well, it's doing it against someone like Trump, who put him under pressure, supposedly with that century. He hasn't shown any signs of it here, has he? This blew for a century of his own. It's been a wonderful break, this. Well played.
And he hasn't finished.
109.
Great pink with the rest.
$109 from Noppon Saengkham. Just a terrific break. And he's on the brink of ending the great run of Judd Trump. He needs one more to reach the quarterfinals. He leads 3-2. So here in Belfast, Noppon Saengkham has made 109 following the 1-2-4 from Judd Trump. 3-2 to Saengkham. He needs one more. And on the other table, it's getting very tense there. Stephen Maguire and Joe Perry 3-3. Maguire's in front in the decider, but Perry is at the table trying to claw back the deficit. It's about 30 odd behind, so that's on Discovery Plus. We're just waiting for Trump, and of course tomorrow we'll be with you from 12 o'clock local time for the start of the quarterfinals. Will Judd Trump be here though?
Yeah, he's been getting beat on the safety tonight. There's no doubt about that. Noppon in that last frame played some very good safety and kind of forced Judd Trump to take that plant on. There wasn't many other shots he could have played. So Saengkham quite happy to play the safety, not taking any risks. But when he does get a chance, he mops up. Very risky at this stage of the match to be taking these kind of reds on. But what a shot it was. What a shot it was, because he was leaving a red down the left side of the table. Didn't want to hit the blue. Well, he's in with a chance, and when he does get a chance, he scores heavy, doesn't he? Stun run through off two cushions. Played it well. Oh, would you believe it? But he's had a bit of run.
6.
He hasn't left anything. Well, looks like going to be one of those hard-fought games. The black's gone safe. Another very good safety.
Table fitters, of course, are going to have to remove one of the tables and the arena will change, but they're going to be waiting a while. Tense times on both remaining tables here.
Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball there to avoid the red and the black. This may go close to the right corner. Didn't have the angle on that red to the left corner to get back down the table. Cue ball was going into the reds, and not sure if Trump's got the same problem. No point in taking it on. Can't get to a colour. Could be different this time if you can see it, and he's got the angle to get back to the blue. Worthwhile taking on. And that looks okay. Priming himself for the shot. This goes in, every chance of getting a break. Wasn't far away either. Doesn't want the kiss. I feel sure Trump will take this one on. Doesn't show a lot of emotion, does he? I'm sure he's feeling it though. What a big shot if he does take it on. Can't afford any more mistakes. Yep, that's a good safety. Even though the red is on, it's fairly straight from there, I think. Does he have any angle to get back to the blue? No, he doesn't. Oh, well, they're off and running. And I suppose it could have been worse, although there's a chance here.
Well, meanwhile, it looks like Steve Maguire's over the line. Joe Perry broke down Maguire 36 in front on the colours, so Perry needs 3 snookers. We've seen that done this week, of course, but Steve Maguire looking good for the quarterfinals and the winner of this match, and it would be his first ranking quarterfinal since the World Championship in 2022. So it's been about 18 months.
a right-handed player will definitely play the blue. He could switch to right-handed. It's a tough green and brown though. Good pot. Is that red below the pink available? Appears not. I'm not sure if the red behind the pink will go to the left corner. He's coming round to have a look. The one below it certainly does, but he'd like to play that red that's directly behind the pink. It doesn't look as though it goes though. Pink goes to the middle, so if you can get straight on this red behind the pink. He's just overrun. Straight on this red would have led him to the pink. Well, that could be his last shot.
Judd, 8.
Doesn't normally miss easy shots.
Well, it's still a tough table this, but Noppon Saengkham has a chance to certainly build a lead in the frame. There's the miss.
It's the wrong side of the pink. And as you say, David, it's still a tough table. 4 reds behind the black spot, 3 reds on the right side cushion, and the wrong side of the pink. And the pressure of it being the only frame he needs. Yeah, you can see all kinds of obstacles here.
Seven.
Great pot. Great pot.
8.
He keeps knocking them in, doesn't he?
This is the thing. I mean, he's played great this evening. He hasn't won yet. And that's the thing. You know, you can play really well and not win, but if he gets through, he'll have so much confidence for the rest of the tournament. Just the all-round performance.
Now, will he play for the pink into the left middle? Oh, back down for the board colours. Well, that was certainly a chance.
Saengkham, 11.
Yeah, the problem is he's trying to make something happen on a tough table. Trump did the same, actually, and they both missed. So Trump comes back to the table, still in front.
That's okay. Just nudge that green enough to be on the brown. He's overcut it.
Chatterjump 1.
Well, not good signs here for Trump supporters. Maybe just flagging a little now.
Well, it was a delicate little shot he was playing there. He's got on the red as he intended.
1.
Does he have an angle to disturb these 4 reds? He does. He's
Well,
just got an angle.
Well, you could hear the applause for Stephen Maguire, who's made it through to the quarterfinals. 4-3 over Joe Perry.
Well, it could be a plant, this, you know. I was about to say he's unlucky, but this could be a plant.
7.
Yeah, there was talk of Maguire. At one stage, people were looking at his provisional ranking, dropping off the tour. That never seemed likely, but he needed to do something in a tournament, and it's this one. Well, he got the plant, but he's finished. He thought he might, I guess, finish on the brown, which is over the pocket, but he's not on it.
Game all.
So back to the safety. Low-scoring frame.
I just don't know what he played there, actually. Yeah, he played the plant, but
8.
he didn't try to get on anything. Hello. He didn't play the double. Well, he's going to take it. Very nearly got the double kiss. Now he's got the angle on the red to disturb things. I think he's just got enough angle. If not, then play for the pink. Yeah, he's got the angle. He can bring those reds into play. And that's worked out very nicely.
6.
Lots of right-hand side on the cue ball to bring that white over for this red.
12.
Yeah, he's battling hard. This is what's impressing me. You know, you think after all the success he's had, you know, he might just go through the motions. Not a bit of it. He wants to win badly, to keep winning.
13.
Yeah, nicely on the red, and if you can leave an angle now on the pink, this is the plant where
19.
he just potted the ball. I mean, why not screw it back and finish on the pink or the brown?
Twenty.
Well, that could have worked out, but didn't.
No, we've had an exchange of centuries. This is a very different frame. The ball's gone awkward.
Well, if he touches the yellow, just touches the yellow, he'll snooker his opponent.
We got ball. Chatterjump 20.
Oh, he's covered the red over the right corner, fortunately. That was a little fortunate, that, from Trump. He leads by 16.
Last match on now, the last match of the last 16, this. Oh dear.
Well, another chance.
Yeah, and 16's a good lead, isn't it, where the balls are?
One.
We'd have liked to have been a little bit straighter on this brown. .21 points the difference. Red and a pink would be enough.
5.
Another big shot coming up. 4 out of 6 from long distance tonight.
Well, he didn't want to bring the black into play, that's for sure.
Chatterham 5.
The table's there now for Noppon Saengkham. He really seemed to hit that ball so hard there.
Yeah, the crowd, I think, thought it would be the sort of shot Judd Trump knocking, the referee just shushing them at this vital stage.
Yeah, good pot. He's on the black.
1.
Well, you do expect Trump to knock these in, but he did the worst thing possible. He brought the black into play.
Yeah, there's that rueful look as he realised.
Doesn't want to push the green safe. Now there's no way to get to the green. That's a little life for Trump.
8.
Had he missed the green there, it'd have been nicely on the yellow, easy green, and then we'd have been talking about pink to black.
Saengkham 8.
And Brown in a more difficult place there.
.11, tense old battle this. Trump trying to force the decider, Saengkham trying to get it won. And complete the lineup, we've got Ricky Walden against Jack Lazowski, we've got Barry Hawkins against Dave Gilbert, Chris Wakelin against Yuan Sejun, and Stephen Maguire awaiting the winner of this match. But as I said earlier, if Trump loses tonight, then those other players must feel they've got a better chance because he's won the last 2 tournaments. And that certainly applies to Noppon Saengkham because he'll be the man who'll have knocked him out.
Well, he could be in trouble here. Trump's a left-hander, so he can get enough left-hand side on the cue ball here. Send the yellow down the table and try and leave the cue ball behind the pink. And that looks good. Yeah, it's swervable.
Thank you.
But don't forget, got to get it safe. And he'll be happy with that. And again, that's okay. He can't get to the green.
Two.
Well, this isn't straightforward.
Noppon Saengkham 2.
And again, just a little bit of noise at a critical stage. Trump needing green, brown and blue.
He is contemplating playing the big screw shot, trying to get back for the brown, but it's very risky. Can't afford no more mistakes. But it's a shot that Trump can play for sure. Where's it going to finish? Oh, wow, what a kiss. What a kiss that was.
Yeah, I mean, it just could have literally have finished anywhere. Certainly could have been on. He got away with it.
I'll be trying to send the green down the table, getting behind it. But he caught it half ball. It could have been worse. Now maybe just try and slot that cue ball in behind the blue. Just push the green to the cushion maybe.
Well, both players giving every shot 100% due care and attention, but someone's going to have to blink first here. And if it's Trump, he gives his opponent the chance to win frame and match, of course.
Yeah, that was close to being left on to the middle. This looks good. That's where he played the cue ball. He didn't play the full ball kiss on the brown. Big trouble for Noppon. Now, does he try and land up to the green? Dead weight? Or play it at pace and hope for luck? Trusting to luck. Well, he's left the green on, but he's the wrong side of the green to get close to the brown. So the brown's not going to be easy.
Now, green and brown, Saengkham could tie.
Okay.
I think that should be his main focus here. Pot the brown, leave the cue ball down here, near the black spot. Near the black cushion, should I say. Yeah, I think that was the shot to play. He's been very fortunate again there.
Judd to come. Okay.
Wow, what excitement, what tension. Didn't catch it full enough, but that isn't too bad actually. Could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, I mean, you think, as he played it, you think he's got to leave this on, but he's, well, Trump's had a little run here and there. As I said earlier, it can happen.
It's close again. Yeah, well played. But he's done so well so far. Noppon hitting the object ball and getting it safe.
.32-minute frame, as indeed was the opener this evening. Are we going to get another one? This shot could tell us.
Well, he'll be delighted with that.
There you can see the longest frame of the match.
Well, he's battling hard, Trump here, playing some good safety. But Noppon is up to the task. He's been getting out of them.
This is a proper late night scrap, and it's high quality.
Well, neither player given an inch. Another very good safety from Noppon Saengkham. Yeah, there's danger here. The double kiss is on. If he decides to play the cue ball back down the table, if he misses the double kiss, the brown can go over the green pocket. Well, it would be a brave man to play cushion first here. Yes, something like that. Pushing the brown to the baulk cushion. He might get the snooker. And that would be a clever shot to play. Oh, I thought a bit slower, but that's worked out okay. Surely it's just a brown ball game now.
I was just thinking as well, you know, Trump's won 16 matches in a row. He's played better in this one than some of those that he won. But, of course, he's been pushed by his opponent, who was also giving it everything.
And he's been snookered 3 times on the colours, Noppon. Well, this should be relatively easy to try and get the snooker, push the brown behind the black, get the cue ball in behind the pink. Yeah, something like that. And you couldn't have asked for that any better, could you? And as I say, they're both playing some superb safety.
Yeah, just a relentless focus as well, as there is from this audience, who will be here, I'm sure, till whatever time this finishes.
He's judged it well. Will he play the double? You know what he's like. Easy safety though, if he wants to play it. It's the double. Noppon can only tie.
Well, some battle on the brown ends with that double. If Trump can pot the blue, it looks like we're going into a decider. This has been an epic battle, 39 minutes this frame. High quality snooker. In it goes. Judd Trump clearly loves winning. He's not had enough yet.
9.
He's won the last 2 tournaments. There's room on the mantelpiece for another trophy. Firstly, he's got to put himself in the quarterfinals. And he's absolutely determined to do that. He's fought hard, he's won the frame, and so at 20 to midnight, we're going to be starting the decider, 3-3. Well, a terrific frame of snooker has just gone to Judd Trump, so it's 3-3. between him and Noppon Saengkham, and when the players return, and I guess they needed a little break after that last frame, when they return, we'll have our decider to see who takes on Stephen Maguire tomorrow in the quarter-finals. The first match will be Jack Mazowski against Ricky Walden. We've got Dave Gilbert against Barry Hawkins and Chris Wakelin against Yuan Sijun. Trump has played so much snooker, won so many matches and tournaments lately, he wants more, and that's to his credit. The focus he showed there in that last frame was exemplary, and Saengkham as well contributed to a memorable frame of snooker. What will happen in the decider? We're about to find out. 17 minutes to midnight. Let's get it on.
Thank you. The deciding frame. Noppon Saengkham to
And
break.
people are actually coming back into the arena rather than leaving. They love the snooker here in Belfast. This has been a terrific match, and this is the frame to decide it.
Important to get a good break off. And for once, the black is not covered. If this was any other frame but the decider, I think he'd take this long red on to the left corner. Oh, it's hard to see another shot. I'm looking for a safety. And with that red behind the black, it's difficult to see one. We could try and leave the cue ball in the jaws of this right-hand corner pocket, taking the red on.
All age is still here.
So close, but it was dangerous. He had to leave a red on there if he missed it.
It's one of those where, you know, the safety was so tough, it could have left a red on anyway. At least I suppose he felt it was in his hands. Very difficult, though. Yeah, and close.
Yeah, he found the gap between everything there. If he's straight on this blue, there's no easy red to play for. And he is straight. And that's about as good as he could get.
6.
Yeah, and it's a different frame for him for the last one, because at least 3-2, he might get another chance. This is his next chance. He might not get another one if he doesn't take it. And the red stays out.
Where's the red finish, though? Oh, that little kiss on the black leaves a chance for Trump.
Yeah, exactly. He could have got lucky on another day. Didn't get too close, really, to the pot. So he's had his chance. Trump gets his now in the decider.
It's a funny game, isn't it? Because Trump took on that long red and was very positive, he's finished up with a chance.
Well, it was noticeable when he won all those tournaments. A lot of them were in Milton Keynes during the lockdown. He didn't rank any event above another. He just wanted trophies. He wanted to leave at the end of the week with a trophy in the boot. And he's carried on that same mentality in recent times. You know, arrived in China pretty exhausted, but still won that tournament in Wuhan. He's had a few days. He actually said he was rusty coming here because he hadn't practiced as much as he normally would. But in terms of matches, he's pin sharp. The actual environment you need to be in to win, he's been in basically for the last month.
16.
He's building a lead. He's not thinking about winning at the moment, just potting balls and building a lead. That red looked to me as though it was turning left. Now he could play the cannon to that red at the bottom of the pack, to the right of the pink. That's the one. He caught the pink slightly, but he's still on this red.
22.
Well, this next shot, they're always difficult, these type of shots, but all he needs to do is drop it in. There's a red next to the pink. Now back in good position, although I did see him miss a red like this.
30.
Caught it too thin.
31.
He's the wrong side of the pink. There was a little bit of movement there. Noppon had a chance, the first chance. I think if you can just screw the cue ball back just where it is now, he'd have a red to the right corner. Something like that. Has he brought it back too much? 31 points the lead.
37.
Can he see enough of this red? No, he's saying.
Well, it's obviously tight. You could tell by the amount of time he took to actually come round the table. You know, if he was on it, he would have been round in a flash.
I think he's going to have to bend his cue ball. Yeah, well played. I think he had to bend it slightly. He was nodding his head, saying, no, no, don't like it. And then knocked it in. .37 the lead. He's going to have to touch those reds at some time, unless there's a plant there to the middle.
.44.
Yeah, we're coming up to the real crux now.
It's always handy to see a red on a side cushion. Now, he's got a chance here of bringing the reds into play and playing up for the blue. He's got to catch the reds half ball to get that shot. Well, that's 52. Okay, I suppose. There is a red he could play for, the one directly above the black, but he'd have to be accurate. He might be better off playing for the red behind the black. He's played for that red behind the pink, and he's on it. He'd have liked that cue ball just
57.
6 inches away from that cushion.
Well, at least he's got the two reds safe by the side cushion, favouring him with the big lead he's got.
It eases the pressure, that. Now, does the red behind the pink go to the middle?
Noppon Saengkham did have first chance in the decider. Time is running out as to whether he'll get another one. And he's played so well in this match.
Well, a gentle little can here, pushing the pink towards that left middle.
Well, the red is effectively match ball for Judd Trump. Who is going to beat this guy? We've seen tonight how hard it is because Noppon Saengkham has given this everything. But this is going to be 17 victories in a row in ranking event matches.
And how hard has he fought? He really has fought well, and so has he. So has Noppon.
72.
Judd Trump has not lost that winning feeling.
73.
And he goes into the quarterfinals, surely as the favourite. By no means a certainty, of course, because there's some experienced players. Stephen Maguire awaits. But we've seen, as I say, just how hard it is to beat him right now. Look at this for a shot.
Yeah.
He wants another century, Joe.
Yeah, they love it, don't they? You just have to look at the faces. They love it. Trying to bring the Reds into play.
Yeah, it's not enough to win 4-3 at midnight. He wants another century.
And he's finished up absolutely perfect on the blue.
Well, he might well get it now. What a player. What a player.
86.
Won the Northern Ireland Open, of course, 3 times. And he's determined to once again leave Belfast
87.
with the Alex Higgins Trophy. Well, there was a groan there, but he still has a chance at the red. Not to be. 92 will have to do. It's a fine finish. He won that dramatic 6th frame to force the decider. Noppon Saengkham played superbly himself. He gave it absolutely everything. But the man of the moment, Judd Trump, wins his 17th ranking event match in a row. Who is going to stop him? He's in the quarterfinals, a winner by 4 frames to 3.